Welcome to Science with the Blunt Letters. I'm your host, Elle Electric, and I'm joined by Micaela Superstar.
Hello, Governor.
And tonight we have our Googler, Gerbil.
Here on the keyboard.
Welcome back to another episode of Science with the Blunt Letters. Tonight we're going to be talking about lawns.
What?
Lawns.
Grasses?
That's right. And why they're a scourge on the earth.
Get off your asses. Get rid of the grasses.
Yeah, what is the environmental impact of grass? How does it affect our water, our, ecosystem, our health, our economy? What else could you put in your, area where your lawn usually goes? I was like, what do you call that? Still a yard?
Yard.
Yeah. What else did you put in the yard? What else could you be eating instead of using that space for grass?
Yeah. Even just putting in native plants. So, yeah, we're going to talk about why the fuck people have lawns and where did that all come from and why. And the alternatives, like we said. But I just started thinking about lawns in general and being like, they're such a weird fucking concept. Why? And so we're going to get into it. But first, what are you drinking?
Hey, pal.
What are you drinking? Ooh, it's been a while since we did a What Are You Drinking?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was the last episode, no?
Yeah, it was the last episode, but the last episode was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
So tonight I'm drinking a tea highball because I have cherry blossom green tea, some Citadel gin, and a Waterloo peach seltzer. So
Whoa.
it's very tropical and floral. I feel like it's not tropical because peaches aren't really tropical, but like fruity and floral. It's really nice. It definitely put me in the mood to talk about lawns and plants.
That's hilarious. I love that. I'm just
What do
drinking mango and gin, mango seltzer and gin. But I did make myself a little heart-shaped ice cube.
Oh.
Ah,
Well, like a human heart.
still cute.
And I made it out of cranberry juice, so it looks red.
Ooh, you're really selling it.
Yeah. It was just like I kept buying ice and I was like, this is fucking stupid. It's like one thing if maybe you live alone and you go through like a bag of ice a month or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like we're obsessed with ice. There's 3 or 4 of us in the house. And then I was like, this is silly. And then I realized I only use my chocolate making stuff for like Christmas time. And the chocolate molds will make ice cubes. So
Oh, yeah.
I started
Smart.
making all different kinds of ice cubes.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, human heart ice cubes, cool.
Cranberry human heart ice cubes. That's fancy.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have some brain ones too.
Ooh, did they make you smarter?
Yeah, brighter
Delish.
brain cubes. Coming soon to a store near you.
I love it.
Now you could just put them in your drink, and as they melt, you drink it, you get smarter.
You get smarter.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
That's what's in there. It's very convenient. So anyway, it's great. Good job, us. Oh, wait. Gerbil, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Blue Point Imperial Sunshine.
What is that?
It's a blonde ale with orange and natural flavors.
Oh.
Ooh, so many botanicals tonight. So many fruits.
Right? Everybody's so summery.
We got
It's
mangoes,
summer.
we got peaches, and we got... What you just said?
Orange.
I already forgot.
You said orange, right?
Me, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
orange.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said.
I thought you said.
Great.
Great
I love
job,
that for
everybody.
us.
Drink away.
Well, let's get into it.
How was the drinking sounds? Okay, so you want to start off with the history here, milady?
Of course, my lady. So, back in the grand landscapes of the 17th and 18th century,
Hence, miladies.
European manor houses had expansive lawns so that the aristocracy could show off how fancy they were to all of the other people who could never hope to be as rich as them ever. There was no such thing as upward mobility. What a bunch of jerks, huh?
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
So they unsurprisingly required an enormous amount of labor to maintain because they did not have power tools in the 17th century. So they had like sheep and a lot of gardeners, and they basically employed these sheep and gardeners to keep their lawns and their gardens looking really, really perfect. That's like a big thing in the past. People talked about their gardens a lot.
And they're gardeners.
That's true.
And there's always like ladies having an affair with their handymen and the gardeners would always be like bronzed by the sun and all muscular from trimming
Lifting.
shrubs and lifting mulches.
You know, there's also in a lot of the period dramas I've seen, like they'll do like competitions for who can grow the most beautiful rose and shit like that.
Oh my God, you're
yeah.
right. Or
Yeah.
like that, what do they call that? Apiary shit?
Yeah.
No, it's like you make like
Oh wait,
giraffes and stuff.
apiaries are birds, aren't
That's
they?
birds, right? No, what am I thinking of?
Gerbil.
The one, you know, when they cut shrubs into fan, you know, like in
Yeah.
The Shining or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are called something.
Aviary?
else.
No, that's birds.
Topiaries.
Topiary? Is that what it is?
Topiary, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Topiaries.
topiary.
I was close.
Yeah. Aviaries are something else. I
Birds.
think.
Birds with earmuffs on.
Apiaries.
That bring you brandy in the Alps.
That sounds really great.
I used to love that game, like Balderdash or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You just make shit up. It's
Yeah, I like that.
I used to kill at that game. I'd be able to make up stuff that was so ridiculous that people would be like, that's gotta be it. I'd be like, coming from the Russian root for hat, you know, or something. Yeah.
You and your hats, that's what gives it away.
Now.
Yeah, now.
But yeah. Anyway. But sure. Okay. So we're looking at
Well, here's another little fun tidbit about people in the 16th and 17th century when it comes to their lawns.
tidbits. Give me some tidbits, girl.
They would often use low fragrant herbs like chamomile and thyme alongside mixed turf rather than pure grass.
See? That's why I
Micaela,
think it
you
might
had
be a
said
modern
that.
plot.
do you
Modern
mean?
plots to keep your time, out of your hands. To keep those things out of your hands. I don't know. It sounds crazy, but like, why else would they be like, hey, you know all those delicious things that grow right in front of your house? They're weeds. Get rid of them.
Yeah, we don't
And
want
put this toxic, noxious shit in here, and it's like, that sounds like a fucking evil plot against stupid people, doesn't it? If you were like, how could we get stupid people to stop eating things that are good for them, that grow right in for free in front of their house? And it's like, tell them it's poison, and after generations they're weeds, and they'll kill them and kill all the fucking soil around their house, and nothing will be edible. It's like, oh my God.
Like Idiocracy, where they're like water from the toilet.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it just seems that way. It's like, what the fuck?
I feel like it was just like a power thing. It's like, no, the poor people grow it, but they're not allowed to eat it. They give it to me, and I don't have to grow
Yeah.
anything here.
I thought it was like a money thing, like, oh, you can't grow it, that's poison, but buy it from the store. It's where it's
Yeah.
processed.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It's like, we can't make money off of you.
Yeah, if you're growing your own thyme, you're not going to buy the thyme that's in the
Yeah, yeah,
grocery
yeah.
store.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So, moving on forward into the 1770s here in the U.S., we were newly independent from England. You might remember this. Visitors from Europe would come over and return with tales that Americans' homestead were rudimentary and unsophisticated, frequently mentioning yard birds, aka chickens, commonly kept in the modest dirt yards of post-independent American homes. So basically they were like, these poor Americans who decided to cut their ties with England can't even have lawns anymore, and they have chickens pegging around their house. And so, of course, people were like, oh no, they think we're rudimentary.
Yeah.
So what happens next? Wouldn't you know it, the White House and George Washington, Mount Vernon Estate, because they always named their houses stuff in the past, they decided that they were going to show off America and say, maybe not everybody has lawns, but here all the rich people do. So they decided to put lawns in front of the White House and Mount Vernon Estate. And they were like, we're going to be like those aristocrats in Europe. Now we have some grass in front of our house instead of chickens and stuff we can eat. And wouldn't you know it, again, that in order to maintain all those lawns and stuff, they use enslaved labor. So
right, of course,
it just like goes to show that like these lawns have been like ways to exploit people ever since people started keeping lawns.
Enjoying your own lawn is a new thing.
Yeah, usually you'd have somebody work your land for you because you're just like, I'm rich as fuck, I don't need to even have food.
I don't want to get tan. Are you crazy?
Yeah, people will give me their food, like Gerbil said, or just like, you give me the food, I don't have to grow it.
Yeah.
So moving on ahead another 100 years to 1860, you might remember this guy, Frederick Law Olmsted, maybe one of the only civic planners you've ever heard of in your life. He designed Central Park in New York City and set a new standard for public and private spaces.
Yeah.
And I kind of didn't want to put Olmsted into this rap because he was actually more about living in tune with nature and bringing nature to like urban areas and like trying to have these kind of recluses or like safe places away from the hustle of the city.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, he started saying that people should like try and live more amongst nature, but he wasn't really a lawn guy, so I'm going to pass on that one. But I always want to give him his props because he was a pretty good designer.
Yeah, and who knows what his initial ground coverage was. You know, maybe it started out being thyme and clover and stuff, and then they just started planting more and more like grass.
Yeah, maybe they took his ideas and ran with it in the wrong direction, you know?
Or like who was financing Central Park? It was like a bunch of rich white New Yorkers.
Yeah.
They're probably like, we're not going to do that. People are going to come and grab our free food, so it's going to be grass. All right. Jumping ahead another 100 years in grass history. After World War I.
It's so weird though, right? It's like people don't even think about it, right? It's just a given. Like, oh, your lawn looks like shit. And you're like, lawns are dumb.
Yeah, it's crazy how long we've had lawns as these like symbols of wealth. Yeah. It's like an iPhone.
Yeah, but it's okay. Continue.
It's a bigger iPhone.
It's a big stupid iPhone.
So after World War I, things kind of changed up in the lawn care game. This organization called the Chemical Warfare Service was initially established to develop and deploy chemical weapons for military use. But in peacetime, they rebranded themselves to the Chemical Peace Service. An agency began testing gases for use as pesticides. So they began with experiments like tear gas against boll weevils and rats in the 1920s. Some of the best known war poisons are phosgene and chlorine gas, which found their way into agriculture and water management, where they remain to this day.
Yeah.
poor boll weevils and rats, man. Like, I am not a fan of rats by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not like, let's mustard gas them, you know?
I know. It's so intense. You're like... But, of course, we live without rats. So it's easy to say.
True.
That's the problem. You get rats, you get other stuff
Lice.
that's not good.
Ticks and slices.
Just need more cats, less mustard gas.
Yeah. So, and then it got worse before it got better. Because DDT happened.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In 1939, the discovery of DDT, dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane, which sounds so bad, like just the name of it. But it was really effective against malaria and typhus-carrying insects in the war, and it possibly saved like innumerable lives. Like, of course, people in the U.S. were like, "Oh, it's a miracle, so let's use it on our grass." But the chemical corpse, as it was now called, was also like, yeah, use it on your lawn. It's super great for you. Yeah. So they had the backing.
Don't worry about it.
And then in 1962, which if you can count is like basically 23 years later, Rachel Carlson wrote Silent Spring, which exposed the devastating environmental health impacts of DDT, linking it to declining bird populations, poisoned wildlife, and cancer.
Blech.
Her book eventually led to the ban of DDT in 1972. It took 10 years.
Damn. And now they have it coming back, right?
Oh, do they?
I thought DDT was like on the rise because of all the bed bugs. Or is it the bed bugs are on the rise because we don't use DDT anymore?
Gerbil, can you find out?
It up right now. Yeah.
Okay. Pesticides often harm or kill beneficial animals and even soil microbes. They're also well known for running off into local water systems where they wreak even more havoc.
Whoa.
So, pesticides are pretty bad.
Yes. They're so bad.
DDT is still illegal in the U.S.,
okay,
but
thank God.
It is selectively approved by the World Health Organization for indoor spraying to control malaria-carrying mosquitoes in a small number of countries. So they use it in places where malaria is a huge problem
That's
first.
Fine. That's cool.
But I did find this paper from the Cato Institute, which I don't know what that is, so that might be just some shit. But it's a paper from April 2016 saying... arguing to bring back DDT because it's the cheapest and most effective means for controlling mosquitoes. Which it sounds like, I guess, in places where the mosquitoes are going to kill you way before cancer will, they're using it here.
I mean,
there.
that's
you know what I mean.
That's
I get
fair.
it. Yeah.
You know, like if there's like
let's
an
get
outbreak,
rid of that first, and then we'll work on the cancer stuff because you're all going to die of malaria well before the cancer will ever get you anyway. So.
Or West Nile or something like that.
Yeah,
if there's
exactly.
an outbreak.
So when there's outbreaks, they kind of need to use it. So that's what it seems like it's used for now.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Is there any correlation or I guess or causation? Correlation? Which one was real? Correlation is
like they keep popping up in the same studies. Causation is like
the proof.
You can
That's
prove
definitely
it.
what caused it.
Yeah.
So is there any proof that the rise of bed bugs is from using less? Is there anything about that? Because I thought I read that somewhere, and I was like, damn. Because all of a sudden, bed bugs started coming back, and it's like, what?
It's possible.
And that's fine, because, whatever. It's better than cancer, but I was just curious.
While Gerbil's looking that up, I'm just going to top off this history of grass by saying in 1944, the GI Bill was passed. And so all these dudes coming back from World War II this time were becoming homeowners because the GI Bill offered home loans, from the federal government. And so all of a sudden people had lawns because people had houses versus, in the past there was only a certain group of people got to have houses, and now there was all these homeowners. And very shortly after that, in 1947, the homeowners associations came into existence, which, as we know, continue to wreak havoc on society today, but they also frequently overshadowed overshadowed personal preference and valued conformity. And so a perfectly maintained lawn became a symbol of control. Which is crazy.
Fascism.
It's
That's what
like
I was saying. I was like, they're fascism.
They're fascist. It's so crazy how lawns are fascist.
Yeah.
That's
The
weird.
bedbug thing is pretty interesting.
Lay it on us.
So the 1972 ban on DDT definitely did contribute a little bit to bedbugs, but at the time of the ban, bedbugs had already started developing a genetic resistance to it.
Okay.
So when they banned it, I mean, bedbugs were then incredibly resistant to any other insecticides that were around, that were safe to use. So basically, like, they would have eventually become very resistant to DDT, and and plus there was a much more widespread global travel is mainly why they became more prominent, like in all over the place, because people were traveling all over the place
So
to places
like,
where there were bedbugs, you know.
So like basically they caught a ride on the plane because planes became a thing.
Yeah.
After the 70s.
Yeah, after the 70s, like more like regular folks were traveling to Europe and stuff, and in like, places that were a little more third worldy, and
then once they got there, there's no DDT or anything else killing it, so they got
exactly.
popular
And
again.
the ones, exactly, and the DDT, they were starting to develop a resistance to it, and the DDT was super powerful, and insecticides that they're using in place of DDT that are safer for us, they don't do anything to the bedbugs.
Wow.
So there's really nothing to kill bedbugs? That's insane.
I mean, yeah, I guess if we would have kept using DDT, they would eventually just have been completely resistant to it, and we would have been in the same spot.
But they still exist. But like, what do they use now? You just like, I know you like burn your.
I mean, there's ways that they
fire.
Yeah, I mean, basically it's heat, and that's how, like, if you have bedbugs, they basically, like, they fumigate your house, and then, like, they heat the shit out of it. Like,
whoa.
They use like space heaters and stuff, and because it's up, like, they basically make your whole house above a certain temperature for a certain amount of time, and that'll just kill all of them.
Oh my god, that's so wild. So do you have to take your stuff out?
You'd think
Yeah,
you could,
I mean, you kind of have to get rid of everything if you actually have a bedbug infestation,
That's
because
true.
they could be in all of it.
Oh
Like, you're
my
supposed to, like,
God.
you're supposed to, like, wash all your clothes, but the better thing to do would be to get rid of everything. Like, because there could be if there's one or two in everything you washed, you're gonna have them again.
You can't just put all your clothes that you want to keep in the dryer for like an hour.
Yeah, you could probably, but if like one makes it,
Ugh.
you're gonna have them again.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's weird they can't use like some weird microwave or like sound thing by now. It's the fucking future is wasted on the dumbest shit. Like, can we stop trying to fly to Mars?
No, but we get fake body cam videos.
And self-driving cars, and please just get
AI cat videos.
a way to safely kill disgusting things that are gonna make us.
Yeah, there's no
have
reason
diseases.
for bedbugs to exist. Like, get rid of ticks and bedbugs instead of.
At least ticks seem like a food source.
Yeah, I guess for possums
But
and chickens,
like,
but they can find other things to eat.
I'm just saying, you might be like,
like
oh
worms.
no, but like bedbugs seem to only live around people.
Yeah.
So get rid of
they
them.
definitely thrive off of us. Yeah.
Look, get rid of the ones that live around us. They can live in the wild if they want to, amongst the squirrels. But like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But I wish we could do it like some super futuristic way. Like, we have found the frequency that bed bugs exist at, and then if we tune it to this, we just
they just
shoot it at the
vaporize,
house, and because the house is made of wood and stone, it doesn't do anything.
I mean, that should exist, yeah.
That's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying. But instead, we're like, how do we sell boners and male baldness? And you're like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, people love bald guys and don't care about boners that much.
Yeah.
Get rid of the bed bugs.
Fingers and hats, shut up.
Yeah. And also, like, people love... I don't understand why guys get so... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's not the worst thing in the world, yeah.
I mean, every action hero in every fucking movie is fucking bald. Because people think that they show power.
I started losing my hair when I was like 23, so I'm like, I don't care anymore.
But I just mean, look at all the fucking so-called action hero studs.
People
The Rock,
really, it's like devastating to some
Jason
people for some reason.
Statham, Bruce Willis. They're all fucking,
incredible.
Breaking Bad. He wanted to
They
look
look
badass.
cooler.
What did he do?
They look
He
cooler
shaved his
with no
head.
hair. Like Bruce Willis when he had hair, fucking nerd.
Sad. Look, what's that
Yeah.
widow's peak, dude? It's sad.
Yeah.
Pointing at your weird
Lame.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shave it off. He looked hot as fuck. You were like, oh,
Yeah.
now I want to fuck you.
Yeah.
You know,
That was absolutely the coolest.
Fucking Captain
era of Bruce
Picard
Willis.
with the donut. The donut's the hottest thing. You're
Yeah,
just
you've
like,
never
oh
seen
my
that guy with
God.
hair.
I'm not really into the donut, Michaela. I've heard you say that before.
I love it. It's so
Yeah.
nerdy. Especially, it's like Captain Picard just rocks it.
Are you a fan of all things horror? Do you love getting goosebumps and feeling the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? Then you won't want to miss Micaela, superstar of the Blunt Letters' new podcast, Bleed With Me. Join Micaela and her guests as she takes you on a journey through the darkest corners of the human psyche, exploring the twisted and terrifying world of horror. From supernatural creatures to serial killers, Bleed With Me will leave you on the edge of your seat and begging for more. So turn off the lights, grab your headphones, and join Micaela, superstar of the Blunt Letters, for Bleed With Me. Listen now on your favorite podcast app.
Let's move on to lawns and why we shouldn't have them.
Let's do it.
Here's why I think we shouldn't have lawns, besides all the good reasons we already said.
Yeah.
1, water waste. Even just watering the lawn, like a standard lawn, uses the same amount of water as 800 showers a year.
Which is like half the showers I take. Just kidding.
Well, it's like 800. Okay, there's 365 days in a year. So that means you could shower more than twice a day.
I know, I was making a joke.
No, but I wanted to do that math because I'm like, you would waste so much water.
Yeah, you're just pretty neurotic, or you have like a really messy job. Mm-hmm. Like vomitorium maintenance.
Or you're really sweaty. Like, I would shower twice a day if I was super sweaty and I kept sweating through my clothes.
Yeah. Mud wrestler.
Mud wrestlers, yeah. Oh my gosh, takes so much water to get mud off you.
Ugh. You know, you might as well jump in a lake first.
Yeah.
So I probably take, if I'm being generous, 200 showers a year.
I think way less than
If
that.
I know, I'm like, if I,
I'm kind of the worst.
I know, no, I mean, I'm like, if I'm being like nice to myself,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's like pretending I go, what, every other day.
Yeah.
I'll like, there's sometimes where I'll be like, oh, it's been like 3 days. I should probably take a shower. But I have a bidet.
Depends on the season. Yeah,
The thing is, when you
Yeah.
have a
It's
bidet,
George
it
Carlin,
just changes
asshole,
things.
armpits, hair, teeth. You're good.
And my armpits don't really like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not like. And then my teeth are not in the shower. You just do it on the sink.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro,
I
like
do
keeping
shit.
that those
Right?
hygiene clean is all that
Exactly.
matters.
And so with the
Yeah,
bidet, it's like your asshole's taken care of. So it's like, honestly,
yeah.
yeah, like depending on what I've done in the days, like sometimes I'll go like 3 days without a shower for sure. It's like whatever.
I don't think that's that weird, especially if you're just
Yeah.
like at home or like just taking it easy, not breaking a sweat. every
That's what I
day.
mean. Like I've been like at my desk all day,
Yeah.
working on shit, like not sweating with
And in the
deodorant
winter
on.
here, especially when it's cold,
Or
it's like
even-
I'm in a refrigerator all day. You know, it's fine.
Or the
I'm
air
you have the
conditioning.
AC on?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like I have the
yeah,
AC on
exactly.
all day. I got fucking deodorant on. It's like I got a
Yeah,
bidet.
yeah, you're good. Bidet, deodorant, brush your teeth. You're good.
Wash your hands, wash your
Yeah,
face.
wash your, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, from here to here, keep that nice and you're good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wash my feet if like, you know, it's summer right now. I wear my flip-flops.
Yeah, if you're wearing flip flops, definitely. Yeah.
Like before I go to bed, I'll just scrub my feet. I'm like, okay. Well, that's mostly for me because I'm not trying to bring outside grime
stuff
into
into
my
the bed,
bed. Yeah. Anyways,
That's like the lawn of the, you know,
of the body,
Yeah, yeah.
your feet.
Yeah, no, but it's like, you know, like let nature do its thing.
Yeah. Well, when I go camping, you know, I don't really wash my feet at night because
Yeah.
why would I do that? It's camping. The second you wake up
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
morning, you're
you're
gonna
in
be
the dirt.
dirty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wash the sleeping bag later. You know,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So 83% of the land in the United States is privately owned, which means that it's going to be maintained by somebody. So it does matter what you do on that land. Having lawn, like, is going to make a huge environmental impact at that private entities, I won't say people because it could also be companies, what they choose to do will make a difference to not just water, but also the diversity of species. So turf grass, which is a non-native plant, provides very little in terms of food or even shelter for local wildlife. 30% of native bees rely on specific plants for which they are pollen specialists. 96%, 96
Yep.
of terrestrial bird species rely on insects like caterpillars to feed their chicks during nesting season.
I saw a little baby bird come over and catch a big gross green worm caterpillar on my potato plant and eat it up.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome.
Wow.
I was like, hell yeah, bird. And it was like, yum.
That sounds great.
And so I kept leaving all the caterpillars I'd see on my plants because I was like, go ahead, little babies, eat them up. And they did.
I wish more birds would come around to my garden because slugs are eating my plants. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, slugs.
Yeah.
I think I have that diatomaceous earth left. Put some of that on there, which is a naturally occurring substance that gets rid of slugs and stuff. Anyways, another reason why lawns are dumb is because they suck at being a useful plant. In areas prone to fires, like where we live in California, lawns and densely packed turf grasses can be fuel for fires. They're like, oh, cool, an easy spot to burn. That's why there's so many grass fires on the side of the road here. Like, I can now tell a grass fire by the smell. Like, I'm oh, do I need to worry about this? And sometimes, yes. In areas prone to heavy rain or floods, turf grass is also incredibly shallow roots. Don't trap the water, increasing the opportunity for flooding, erosion, and even water damage to property. So now you're putting something next to your house that could damage it.
Totally. Yeah, good job.
Many native plant species, by contrast, have incredibly...
People won't think I'm poor.
So that I look very rich.
So rich.
I'm very smart and very rich. Look at
If
my
my
grass.
house gets flooded, I'll just buy another house.
Yeah.
Many native plant species have incredibly deep root systems that manage hard rains and improve water quality by filtering the water before it enters local waterways.
They sure do. They sure do. They go so much deeper than grass. Grass is just all like on the top.
Yep. That's why you can rip it out so easy.
Yeah, it's like sod. You could just lay it on there in sheets and it'll just root itself like...
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and finally, we're back at chemicals. Pesticides that people use on their lawns. They often kill animals that would be beneficial to you.
Neonicotinoids.
And pyrethroids can disrupt bee learning and navigation and weaken their immune systems, causing death and reducing populations.
That's why that guy I used to date would dress up like a bee and yell about the neonicotinoids.
Oh, yeah, he did
Remember?
do that. Fuck, who could forget?
Who could forget? Dating a grown-ass man who dressed like a bee.
Oh, that wasn't even the weird part about that guy.
And that wasn't the weirdest thing about him.
Yeah.
He was a man of many costumes.
Growth-regulating herbicides such as aryl triazinones and acetolactate synthase inhibitors can destroy plants that pollinators, especially caterpillars, butterflies, and moths, need to feed on.
Yep.
So, here we are again with our lawns causing destruction.
Yep.
It made me want to think about, or it made me think about all the different options that you could have on a lawn besides turf. Like, there's so many things. Like, we had talked about other ground covers and we had heard about people doing that in the 16th and 17th century, like not just things you can eat, but also things that look pretty. Although a lot of things that look pretty you can eat. Like I was like, oh, clover, and you were like, you can eat that.
Yeah, like you can pick clover and eat it. It's good for you.
It's like sour too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And put it in salads and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, there's like 4 different kinds of clover too. There's like the micro
Wow.
clover, and then there's like Dutch clover, which I think is like cheap, and white clover or silver clover or something. I don't know. There's a whole bunch. And yeah, like people would have them like mixed into their grass even for coverage for a long time. Like it's used in like soccer fields and shit. But like it's there's a lot of things that you can do if you want to get rid of your lawn. And the first thing I'll say is there's a lot of really good smelling, really beautiful things that are so much nicer than grass. And a lot of them are edible. And some of them are even medicine, right? But I'm going to give you a quick kind of run through of what you would even have to do because it's that easy. But the first thing that when I started looking into, a kind of a step-by-step of like, okay, you have a lawn, now what? There was this thing that I ran into called the turf rebate from like the city you could get if you were in like California or somewhere that has like drought prone areas. That would pay you essentially to put in native plants. And like you looked that up, right, Gerbil?
Yeah.
You could tell us if you want.
I know in my county it's up to $3,000.
Yeah, it usually goes by the square foot, it looks like. So you'll get rebates $2 to $3 per square foot. So it would depend on the size of your property and how much of it. And and it's funded by the water districts in the area.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, you fill out a application, and I'm sure they probably have to come check it out,
right?
And they would probably, I mean, it's pretty smart. They'd probably come there, tell you what to plant and how much of it to plant, and you'll get money per square foot of your yard that saves water, because especially in drought prone areas, like you were saying, like if everybody did that, it would save us a lot of trouble
and a lot of water and a lot of like having to worry about fires, which it does spread. Like you can't really let your lawn get yellow out here because it is a way that fires will spread house to house.
You can't let it get dry.
It's like one or the other. So that's really interesting. So look into that. Just you can Google it and see if that your
turf rebate program. Look it up.
Yeah, for real. And then say you want to do it, and you have however much land. And I've done this myself on really small plots of land. I've done this just in like, I don't know, like a 3x10 little rectangle in front of my apartment that I was allowed to grow stuff and just even growing like sunflowers and stuff, right? So, because I was like, what is this shitty grass? And the birds come and they eat your sunflowers and they're hella pretty and it's really cute. And so I've also done this in things as big as like a 50x50 plot of land up in those foothills of the Soapstone Mountains, right? Like that whole like micro farm. And I did it all by hand with a shovel and a hoe. And it was hard, but it was not impossible, and it was totally worth it. And I grew like ridiculous amounts of food in that small little like farm area. So the first thing, and like again, there's tons of like videos on how to do this on YouTube and stuff, but I just wanted to go through it because I want our listeners to understand like it's pretty simple. Like you essentially just pull up all the grass and weeds. Like you said, you just pull all the shit off the top layer, all the roots. A lot of it is like Bermuda grass, which is really more nefarious and harder to get rid of, but you just have to pull it all up. And once you do that, you can do this thing called sheet mulching, which is pretty easy, where you just lay down like cardboard or paper and you keep it really wet, and then you put down a bunch of mulch on top of it, and then you just make it really, 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 really wet for a while so it starts to break down. And after like a while, about a month, like you can just like all month you have to do like once a week for like 20 to 30 minutes and just keep it nice and wet. So all that cardboard and shit is going to start decomposing, and all the mulch is going to start just like decomposing. And then in about a month or so, the microorganisms are going to rise up, and you'll even see like maybe some mushrooms, which is cool because they're going to help like make your soil better, and worms and like centipedes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, and like worms and like centipedes and all those little crawlies, they love cardboard and newspaper and stuff.
Oh, that's why you use those guys?
That, and it helps kill anything else under there. You know, you really want to make sure everything under there won't get any sunlight. And then
You mean plants and like leftover grass?
weeds.
Yeah.
And then in about 2 months of just watering your mulch once a week, the paper is probably going to be gone. And you can put in like 1-gallon plants and let them grow like slowly. I mean, you could get bigger plants, but like you might as well just save the money and just, if it's really your yard, just let it go. And if you get native plants, they're going to thrive.
Stuff will grow there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you end up watering things like some of the plants that I was looking at, even in California, is like you water them every 6 to 8 weeks. Like, that's
Wow.
fucking nuts.
Yeah, the things that grow there without you doing anything are the ones that you want there.
Exactly. So I was like,
Yeah,
that's amazing. And there's all kinds of things even for cold weather. So here we can get into a little of like what you might plant instead. Mosses are gorgeous. I don't know if anyone's ever fucking touched a moss. It's amazing. And there's so many different kinds, and some of them flower.
You can do your whole lawn in that, and it's actually really good.
It's really great. And I had huge patches in my backyard growing up because I personally would find mosses out in the woods or like on the trails or even in parts of my backyard and transplant them all over because
That's super easy to do, too.
It's so
You
easy to
literally
do.
just pick it up and you put it down, and it'll just grow itself there.
Really?
and spread and
Oh, yeah.
spread and spread.
Oh, yeah.
And so I even had like my own little like spot of like all these different mosses in the backyard to like sit in and stuff. It was sick. So like it was so cool being like a hippie kid and having parents who did not give two shits about their yard, but you did. So you're like, I planted a dogwood, and they're like, what?
Where'd you even get that from?
Yeah, you're like, I found it.
I stole it.
And then I'd be like, I found this, I found that, I found these trees, you know, whatever. So, yeah. And then those trees got big. I had these like, those little like, I think it was like an Earth Day thing where they gave away a bunch of trees. And
Oh, yeah, when they would give you saplings on Earth Day. I remember that.
Those saplings I planted, I think I was like, I don't know, 10, 11, and they are fucking huge pine trees now because I'm old as shit. And I was like, look at, and my mom would always be like, look at those fucking trees. And I was like, I know,
Where'd
dude.
those come from?
No, she was like, look at the trees you planted. They're so big. And like, you know, by the time we left, she's like, I'm going to miss those trees you planted. They were so small. And I was like, yeah.
Like me. You could also take moss. If you put moss in a blender with a little bit of buttermilk, you could just like spray that.
Yeah.
What?
Or just, and it'll grow. Like,
mosses are cool. So
moss is crazy. I mean, you could put that on like a brick wall and it'll grow moss on it. Yeah. Like.
Interesting.
Love it. And it's beautiful and it's so nice to touch. So that alone, you've sold me. But then you have things like creeping thyme, which is something I also did on that little piece of land, is instead of a lawn, we started growing thyme and creeping thyme. And it spreads really easily. And guess what? It smells like fucking thyme, especially when it's in your front yard and the sun is hitting it all day and it's hot out. It's delicious. It smells so good.
And that keeps away the bad bugs also.
Yep. Just like catnip too. It almost works like citronella, which is something else you can
and
grow.
that's like something
which is also a plant, by the way, everyone. Citronella.
Yeah, catnip is citronella
Catnip,
and catnip.
lavender. A lot of these things just keep bugs away, and lavender grows really easily here.
Dude, the catnip that I grew got destroyed by the neighborhood cats.
Oh,
And that's That's
like.
kind of sick in its own way.
I mean, I guess so, but I was growing it
But-
for my cat,
Yeah,
and now
it's
my
not-
cat
yeah.
doesn't have any, and I can't grow it
Yeah.
in the house because she would be the one to
Street cats.
destroy it. But yeah, the street cats came and they raided the catnip. Man, I was so bummed out. It's like struggling to come back right now, but
Damn. Just
I
cut
know.
it back. It'll come back.
oh yeah, it's cut back, girl. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so you have creeping thyme and other times. Alpine strawberry is really nice, especially if there's like cold, kind of more cold areas, like where you are, Gerbil. Those little strawberries will pop up all over and have those
Yeah.
little runners and stuff. I found a bunch of them growing wild on this. Our old roommate, her mom paid me to like sort of redo their whole front yard.
Yeah.
And I found a bunch of those and just kept planting those and was like, look, just let these strawberries run wild. Like, you'll have wild strawberries, and they're beautiful. And
Can you eat them?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then there's lamb's ear, which, as you know, was used for like bandages and like pads and shit. Like it's really, really soft. It's actually good for your skin. You can throw it into your bath. And it makes your
these
skin really soft,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And
They
they
got
grow.
little like hairs on them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then there's ones that look similar that I think are actually like mullein or something, because we thought we were growing lamb's ear, but it got to be like, I swear to God, like 10 feet tall and had this giant like yellow flower on top, and all the birds were eating it, and it was crazy. So anyway, that was Connecticut. That grew wild, and I was like, I that was growing underneath, like, yeah, a pile of like leaves and shit, and I was like, oh, this is trying to struggle, and I moved everything away from it, and it got so fucking gigantic. Like, it got like 10 feet tall at least. It was insane, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, what the
You
fuck is
interfered
that?
with nature a little bit.
But it was so happy there that
Yeah,
it
that's
got
what it wanted.
huge.
Yeah.
It was something, I think it might have been like mullein or something weird. It was, but it looked like, and maybe it just was the lamb's ear just gone wild. But anyway, that grows really well, and it's beautiful and soft, and you can actually use it for things.
Yeah. Mullein is the most common lamb's ear lookalike.
Then I think it was
That's probably
mullein.
what it was,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it got huge, and it was great. It was one, and like I said, butterflies were going nuts about it. And speaking of butterflies, even if it isn't necessarily, I guess, native to where you live, milkweed is the only thing that monarchs eat. So I think that's just being encouraged all over in gardens everywhere,
Yeah,
because
because you get beautiful butterflies.
you'll get butterflies, but also they'll have something to eat because they're dying out, because people keep pulling it up in their gardens and wherever, and like not growing milkweed. So, grow milkweed.
Yeah, grow milkweed.
But these ones that the mosses and all that, make sure that they're in places where your soil is well draining, because they could get kind of like root rot if they don't like have enough place to go, especially if it's like a wet winter, more like in California. And there's a lot of cover crop, which is things that are quick grown and beneficial to the soil. Like, again, these things are actually helpful to the soil. Like, that is vastly different than the lawn. So it's like, I'm not going to keep repeating that, but you can just take that for granted that all these things are way better for the soil. Do not need like huge amounts of pesticides or fucking like fertilizer to keep them growing. So obviously we talked about clover. Crimson clover grows super fast. It's super beautiful. And yeah, if you grow it organically, you can eat it. Buckwheat, sweet Alyssa, winter field peas are really cute. Like, there's so many things that you could just grow so fast, depending where you are. And again, you can Google wherever you live, look at your native plants, see what grows. I mean, not to be too obvious, but go to a fucking nature center and look at what's there. Like, go look at the nature museum in your neighborhood and be like, what's on display is what grows naturally.
Your local botanical garden.
Yeah, like where I grew up, ferns grew everywhere, and fiddleheads, like that was normal. So it's like you could go forage for fiddleheads and eat them and stuff, and you could have ferns in your backyard and plant them because they were just supposed to be there. And I love that. So you could have like a whole backyard of fucking ferns if you want. Like, that's awesome. I would do that. Like, I love them. And if you have a shadier part of your yard, you could do things like wintergreen or wild ginger, which is really beautiful. Clover again. Chamomile We talked about where I was like, yeah, you can make your own chamomile tea. I mean, that's pretty obvious. It smells really beautiful also in the sun. It smells like apples a lot if you walk through it. It's fairly hardy to walk on because I see it on trails all the time in California where it just smells like chamomile and you're walking and you're like, oh yeah, that's what's on this trail and underneath our feet.
In Spanish, chamomile is manzanilla, which is apple is manzana.
Oh, really? Yeah, it smells like apples, right?
Yeah.
Yarrow and dandelion. Like dandelions are great.
Yeah.
And we were talking of this all started a lot too because I was reading this thing about dandelions and how people used to drink dandelion tea all the time and roast it and it tasted like coffee and then they'd have the leaves and it's really good to kill like leukemia and all this shit and I'm just like, when did the dandelion become our fucking enemy?
I always thought they were cool. Like you
and that's like
them.
That's Italian shit too. The dandelion.
Yeah.
Like, you see, if you're
And
driving,
Greek,
if you're
yeah.
driving in like South Jersey and you see like 3 or 4 old guys in track pants on the side of the road,
Yeah.
there's either wild dandelion or wild arugula right there, and that's a good spot.
Oh my god, arugula would be wonderful to grow.
I was wondering what they use the dandelions. Like, why would they stop for them? What
You make salad with it. You just
so
eat
they're
it.
gonna pick it to eat it.
Yeah, they're picking it to eat it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say you probably have eaten lots of that, right?
Me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Dandelions?
definitely. Yeah,
Because you're
absolutely,
Italian and you're a fucking crazy ass survivalist.
Yeah. No, but my grandpa had that stuff all the time, and he would know
Yeah.
like the spots in town where it grew. Like besides he grew his own, but he would also like he knew where there was like places that would grow. He'd stop and he'd like, yeah, we're gonna go pick the dandelion that's growing on the side of the highway over here because it's good dandelion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you see an old man in a tracksuit on the side of the road with like a bucket, that's a good dandelion spot right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Those guys probably aren't around too much anymore, unfortunately. But
You should do it, dude.
yeah, but I I gotta start wearing my tracksuit and picking dandelions so everybody knows.
Do you have a tracksuit?
I have one tracksuit.
Oh
I think
my
I need
God.
more. I'm getting a little older. I feel like I need a couple more tracksuits now.
I feel like I need a
Gerbil.
tracksuit.
Yeah,
I want a
have like a
tracksuit.
flashy one. You know,
I have the top, but maybe I need bottoms to match it.
I have the purple Adidas one, and then I have
Oh,
a camo,
hell yeah.
and then I have a camo Adidas one.
I only
So
have a
one that's
knockoff.
flashy and one you can't see.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Man, I'm gonna get a tracksuit. That'd be sick.
yeah.
I don't have one at all. I'm
No, you
jealous
need one.
of both
Yeah.
of you.
But yeah, I was kind of like, why did we start wanting to eradicate them so badly? Like they're not unsightly. Like what the fuck? They're so cute.
The
They're
boomer
cute.
mind can't comprehend that to have a natural lawn like that, it's going to involve a lot of bugs, and boomers hate bugs. But with the right, like you said, like if you put some fragrant herbs in there too, that'll get rid of like mosquitoes and the bugs you don't want. But you're gonna have some. You're gonna have butterflies. You're gonna have moths, which I know are a little difficult to deal with, but you're gonna have them. Yeah, and
I like moths.
there's gonna be some bugs involved in it, but bugs are good.
Some
bees.
bugs are
People
great.
People don't want bees in their yards, and you need bees
That's
in
so
your yard.
crazy. I know.
Bees, people are like overly worried about bees.
Yeah, they're
I
not
know
really a
that
problem, honestly. Yeah.
Some people are allergic, and to
Obviously,
those
that's a
people,
huge
that's a
problem. Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
But
different.
most
Yeah,
people are
but-
not allergic,
Yeah.
and it's
Have a
super.
rock
Just
garden
leave
then.
them alone. Just leave them alone,
Yeah.
and don't be
Don't bother 'em.
weird, and it'll be fine. They don't care about you.
No.
They only care about your flowers, unless you're Micaela, in which case they're interested in your hair as well.
Because it's always flower
Yeah.
colored, and I'm like, I'm not a flower. And
That's
then
all
I
right, but
run.
they're not going to sting you. That's kind of cool having bees
they're
fly
fine.
around you.
Actually, I've had I've had my hair in buns. I've had hummingbirds actually stick their little tongues
Yeah,
like
that's
in my
fucking amazing.
buns, thinking they're,
Yeah.
and then they're like, what?
So whimsical,
Because it smells like fruit too. Michaela's hair
Yeah.
always smells
Yeah,
fruity.
it does. So,
bright colored, and I smell like fruit.
and then they're like, what the? Yuck! They're like, that's not even nectar.
Yeah.
It's human sweat. And then they run away, and I'm like, I said I'm not a flower, but yeah, it's pretty magical. I'm fucking Snow White.
Are you tired of all these youngins making up brand new genders and sex things?
I didn't find the war to have to understand pronouns.
Did the world around you turn out different than you expected? And you are constantly angry and bewildered by technology?
How do you answer this damn thing? Hello? Hello?
Are
you sick of not being able to order whatever comes into your brain as soon as you walk into a restaurant, regardless of looking at their menu or what kind of food they actually serve?
We here at SBI are here to tell you, soon, Boomer. The Soon Boomer Institute is a nonprofit organization created to remind people born between 1946 and 1969, soon, Boomer.
You don't have all that much time left on this earth, and that means all your worries will be over sooner than you think.
No more being forced to tip service workers or empathize with financial classes lower than yours.
Soon, Boomer.
No more yelling at millennials about how they should buy a house instead of breakfast.
Soon, Boomer. No more misery over not being able to sexually harass women without repercussions. Soon, Boomer.
So print out directions and come check out the Soon Boomer Institute. It's free and open as early as 5 a.m. We'll help you transition into a better place, the only way younger generations have learned to deal with you, giving you a safe space to be ignored and forgotten.
If no one's there when you arrive, just call repeatedly. Somebody will be there to help you.
Soon, Boomer. Soon, Boomer.
I want to know more about the kinds of plants Gerbil has eaten, like, that could replace lawns, because I knew that he would have eaten dandelions and clover, but I was wondering if there were any other plants, Gerbil, that you have eaten that could be replacing a lawn, or like are common, in urban areas, like maybe around your house.
I mean, honestly, it's like places like you said, like especially on the West Coast, you have like blueberries everywhere. Like we had mulberry bushes over here, and they would be like on everybody's fence line. And I feel like there was like wild asparagus at one point, but that not really like ringing a bell realistically. But it's mostly like the herbs. It's like chives, wild garlic.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like stuff like that, and clover and dandelion. Those are like the big ones though. But you could live off that.
How do you spot like a wild garlic?
It's like the chives you see in like your driveway. You pull those up, you get like there's like a little garlic bulb.
You can
there.
smell it too.
Yeah, and you can smell it. It'll make did you ever pull like the grass in the yard and your hands smell like garlic? That's it, right
That's
there.
it. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
If you see like little chive stalks sitting out, like they're everywhere.
So it just looks like grass, because chive stalks just look like little tubey grass.
Yeah, you're right. But like you'll see them sticking up a little higher than the rest of the grass. Like pull one out next time and just smell it. It smells like garlic. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a walk outside.
Yeah, I bet you there's some within like 20 feet of everybody's house right now. I bet you. Let me see. I'm gonna go out in the morning and see. I bet you there's one in my driveway.
I know what you're talking about. I wonder if it isn't an East Coast West Coast thing though.
I'm curious. I don't know if those.
Well, why don't you Google it, Googler?
Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah, Google it. Because you know what does grow on the side of the road here a lot? It's like you said blueberries, but actually blackberries do grow, but mostly...
Oh, see, yeah, there you go.
Blackberries grow wild in Connecticut, too.
Nopales I see everywhere, which are
my
cactus, and they can grow anywhere. Like
and prickly
you can
pears
eat it
over
all.
there.
Yeah.
Nopales is prickly pears.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, the prickly pear is the fruit. Yeah, the tuna, and then the actual like flat of the nopal, you can eat that too, and it's delicious.
I love it. Squeaky green bean, I love you, squeaky bean. Squeaky green bean. You taste like squeaky green bean.
Squeaky.
It's a squeaky.
Squeak. It's like those other guys from the south that squeak. They got that slime.
Okra.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Okra.
I want an okra and nopales taco.
Like
so it's super slime.
Yeah.
Call it the Slimer.
Slime.
Call it the Slimer.
Dude, I love nopal. Oh, I gotta go to my grandma's house. I love nopal when it's in like beans that are freshly made, like a pot of beans, and then you put nopal on that, and then you put onion and cilantro and tomato on top, and you just oh my god, my mouth's watering thinking about it.
Is it like the pickled one? Are they like pickled?
No, they're not. They're fresh here.
Okay, they're fresh. Okay,
yeah, they're fresh here. It's actually now in the summertime that they grow, but yeah, they are something else, Gerbil. I have had the pickled ones on the East Coast because I was desperate.
That's the only kind I've had. Yeah.
One of these days, you got to come out here in the summertime and taste the
have that real prickly pear. Yeah,
so good.
And they'll grill them and stuff, so they're like...
Yeah, it's probably fucking incredible.
So good.
So yeah, anyway.
Sorry, wild garlic is all over the West Coast apparently, but
okay, cool.
it's actually not native there and it's invasive.
Oh, shit.
But
We
it
better
is
pick
everywhere now.
Don't do it!
And it says especially in the Bay Area and Sacramento Valley.
Oh, of course. People eating it. They're trying to eat it. They're like, let's just plant it here, and then it got out of hand.
So I bet you it's in everybody's driveway. I'll send a picture tomorrow. I bet you there's one in my driveway right now.
Dude, if there is, I'm trying to find them because I love garlic and like chives.
Yeah. Same.
Yup. And like again, besides, it's like yes, you can even
Like
grow.
Mint will grow your fucking
Oh
whole
my
yard.
god, mint
Yeah.
will get crazy.
Oh, yeah, I've had mint for sure.
And you don't even have to do anything. You can just throw one on the ground. You don't
Yeah.
even have to-
And again,
You know-
it smells so good.
yeah.
It's so
Rosemary grows
rosemary too.
wild out
Absolutely.
here like crazy. I have seen gigantic like hedges of rosemary.
Absolutely.
And I remember when I worked at the Oakland Museum of California, on their outside garden they have like a bunch of rosemary, and like you said, Micaela, the sun hits it in the afternoon and you go up for a walk in the garden and it just smells unbelievable like rosemary. The freshest smell. And by the way,
that will
it's
help
free
keep
to go
bad
there.
bugs away. Yeah.
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 Yeah, again, if you hate bugs, there's all these things that'll keep it away. And again, I understand even if you don't want to plant vegetables or like have fruits or whatever, but it's like even if you just want ground cover, you do yourself a favor and get something you don't have to water all the time.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. That's it.
Things that are built for that.
Just
climate.
let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why fight the dandelions? They're so much prettier than the lawn.
Yeah.
You can
you
step
can
on
eat
them.
'em.
Don't worry about it.
You know
And
what
then
I-
people act like they go outside all the time on their lawns too, by the way. It's like, it's
Yeah.
such bullshit.
plant a tree and have a nice little rock garden underneath it.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. Part of that program, the turf, what's it called? The turf
rebate program.
the turf rebate program. You can do rocks and cement or whatever. You know what I mean?
Getting
like,
rid of pavement is also part of it. So
yeah,
like
you can still do like other things.
Yeah, you
like a little fountain and like some like
Succulents,
You
hella
know.
succulents.
it's just basically like not having grass and not having pavement is good,
yeah.
you know.
And they're like, here you go, have a
Yeah.
place for
Have a couple bucks.
wildlife to grow and
Yeah.
thrive and stuff.
So not pavement, so it has to be either rocks or dirt or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah,
And
Okay.
plants. I think it would probably have to be
plants are probably the best, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I like gardens that I see around here that are mostly rocks, and then they have like a couple of plants maybe
Yeah.
around the perimeter or like in pots, and then like a lot of succulents. I used to live next to this hotel, and they did a landscape overhaul. I'm sure to save money because they replaced it with all these different succulents. Huge, beautiful, diverse, colorful, even flowering, because sometimes they grow stalks in flower. It was really, really cool and beautiful, and I'm sure it saved them tons of money on water because they didn't have to water them all the time. It's friggin' succulents. They do better if you don't water them, It's amazing.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like there's so many beautiful things you can grow instead of stupid grass. And I don't know how to get it through people's heads. Like it's so strange. Like that they think that things look overgrown or ugly, but like my favorite personal yards are the ones in Berkeley, which I always take pictures of. Like we have a couple photo zines that I've done that we publish, and the next one I'm making has hella stuff from Berkeley because like it's just a bunch of people's like weird hippie yards, but they're so fucking pretty. And like someone who had like morning glories growing like on their fence, but then it took over like a whole, like all the way to the electrical pole, like so like the whole wire is covered in flowers. And then the
Wow.
pole is starting to, and it's all purple and green flowers, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like Berkeley's crazy, and people just go with it, and everyone's addicted to purple there. Like everyone just chose to, it's like everyone has purple flowers in their yard of different kinds, and like pinks, and like it's so beautiful, and everything's really overgrown, and everyone has all like really beautiful different kinds of things growing. So those are my favorite yards. Like I said, those witchy yards that seem like controlled chaos, maybe, and like maybe even a little bit manicured in the way of like it's organized, or like there's like
But like overgrown is the natural look. That's
But
like
exactly, and
that's
so
like that's the boomer mind rot right there.
exactly,
yeah, it's just like,
exactly.
oh, it's overgrown. It's not. It's natural. That's what it's supposed to
It's
look like.
so pretty, yeah.
That reminds me of, again, working at the Oakland Museum. They had that native plant garden on the outside of the building, and they had these grasses, and people would offer all the time to come and mow the grass for free for the museum, and we'd have to be like, that's native grass. It's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like that. It's on
And again,
purpose.
it's only like 6 inches.
Yeah.
It's like you could walk on that. It's fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, those grasses were quite tall, but it's like intentional, right?
Yeah, but that's what they. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, they were taller than 6 inches? Holy shit.
Oh yeah, they were tall. They were like a foot tall. They were very tall.
But then that's obvious landscaping. What's wrong with people?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you meant they were like those ones that max out around
This
6
is 6
inches.
inches, right?
Oh, gerbil. Yeah, buddy, that's 6 inches. Big guy.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, that's half a foot. If you got size 5 feet.
the way the Oakland Museum is in levels, and so like the levels, when you go step down, there's like a glass window that's at the top of the gallery that you're actually in. So at the top of the gallery you see a little sneaky peek into the outside garden, but it's kind of high up. And so people would see it from the inside and see the grasses pushed against the window, and they would think like it's overgrown, but it was intentional. I can't believe how much conversation about grass I had.
Yeah, there was so much to talk about.
Yeah.
You just seem like so actually upset. That's a really funny.
I was.
You were like,
all the time. I just be tired of talking to people about like, this is California, like this is what it's supposed to look like, you guys. Like this is what we're trying to bring back. I get really upset when
Don't make me talk about grass, guys.
Don't make me talk about this grass, okay?
I don't like talking about the grass.
This is the 15th time today somebody's asked me to cut this grass.
It's HOA culture.
Sounds like a fetish.
Yeah.
It's a cult. HOA is a cult.
It is. It's like again. I hate to keep saying the word boomer, but like the like they like don't want a home. It's just like an investment. Like, my property value. Like no.
It's so weird. Or they just want to look at it and have it look like
property value.
some fucking picture perfect bullshit on TV, and it's just this
It all started
Eurocentric white ass.
It all started with us caring what the fucking Europeans thought.
Right?
And that's, I mean, which is also how the modern art fucking movement started in America, because they were like, oh, well, we gotta pretend that we understand what this bullshit is, so let's
fuck those weirdos.
We're gonna buy all the fucking Jackson Pollock we can, and Mondrian, we love it.
Yeah, guess what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say that I'm really glad that people are starting to not have lawns, at least here in California, where it really makes a difference whether you have one or not.
Yeah.
You know, like I was saying before, I can tell the smell of a lawn fire now. I live right behind a park, or rather it lives behind me.
Oh, shit.
And I'm always worried.
You live behind me, Park. You live behind me now.
You live behind me now.
I'm up front. You're in the back.
It's crazy when you see how fast it spreads through dry grass, too, though, right?
Okay, Lou.
I guess you could say I live next door.
Park neighbor would be a nice way to put it, but you're like...
It's like this. I think of the front of California being the Pacific Ocean, and I'm in front of the park.
You think of the front
of California is the Pacific Ocean. That's like, I have a lot of weird things about California.
I mean, why not though, right? Because like, where's the... I mean, it's like, why is it got to be... Yeah, where's the front? Because we are the front.
I think of it as we're the front because we're on the edge and we're facing...
We've always been the edge of the world, as we talked about.
Yeah.
Like, go look at a picture of Pangea or whatever they call it, you know?
It's the edge.
We've always been the edge of the world in California. We're not connected to any fucking thing. That's the East Coast, all broken apart.
Yeah, East Coast was just the middle.
Yeah,
but we weren't. We were on the edge.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah.
That is the front of California.
That's how I've always felt about it, is that that's the front, you know? So, like, everything is, like, the beach is in the front, and then behind that is, like, you know...
There's words for this, though, that's called
Peninsula.
East, West, North, and South, just so you know.
I know. I didn't mean to say the front, but now we've had to explain this weird idea I have about, like, the concept of the state that's based solely in my own lore, but...
Well, it makes sense to me, though, when you say it.
Yeah. Thank you.
But then sometimes I'm like, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Anyways, I live next to a park, and I'm afraid it's going to catch on fire sometimes because it's not like a manicured park. It's like a, you know, they try to preserve this part of the landscape for us to enjoy as people who live here. And it's great, but also it's full of grass.
And you ever see how fast a dry grass fire moves?
Yes,
you know?
I have many times.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We live in
It's like
California.
when you put a lighter up to a fleece, you know, like you just see the.
What the fuck? What?
You know, do you ever like take a lighter to like a fleece jacket? Try it.
Oh.
It like fires all the way up and it catches all the lint on the way up. You know, like it's the same idea. That's what grass fires look like.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
And
I've
then
seen
they go
a
right up your
Christmas
house and
tree.
Yeah, same idea.
Yeah, Christmas tree catch on fire is crazy.
Dude, yeah, and eucalyptus trees and all those oils and all that. So it's like, I like eucalyptus trees, but they're also very dangerous out here and invasive, which we talked about. But yeah, there's lots of things you could do instead of and even if you don't give a fuck about saving water or whatever, like, it's ugly. Like, fucking newsflash, it's ugly. Like, look at other cultures that have land and what they do to it and, like, how they, just have a nicer fucking yard. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, just utilize your space better, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. It's prettier to have, like, trees, fucking fruits and flowers and shit than a bunch of just nothing.
Butterflies.
If you want to have grass to run on, just make it a native grass or like like a moss or something like
who the
soft.
fuck runs on the grass? Tell me who.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah, people that have grass like
Bullshit.
that get mad when you run on the grass anyway.
Seriously, that's
that's
so
true.
And also, if you have children, you don't want them running on chemicals like your lawn.
Yeah.
So why the
that's true.
fuck would you even want to have a lawn if you had children? Because they're running on things that give you cancer.
You know
Lawns
what?
are just
We've talked
moral
about
superiority over your neighbors, really. That's
Just grow the thyme and let your baby crawl on the thyme, and then your baby won't smell like vomit and shit pants. It'll smell like thyme.
Yeah,
like
it'll smell like
ragu.
stuffing.
Oh yeah, you went one way with the other. Have your baby run through the herb garden so it doesn't smell like poo poo caca.
Yeah.
I think it would be really
babies
cool
smell bad.
to not have to get real itchy after sitting in grass. Because, like, I remember
We talked about that.
That's what I'm saying.
It is itchy.
As a kid, I always used to have to sit in grass, like in PE class and stuff like that, or they'd make us like sit in grass for like earthquake evacuation drill, and it was always like itchy for the rest of the day. Like whatever was on the grass or the grass itself, it just made me like hella itchy.
So it's not like it's any cleaner. It's some bullshit. There's still ants in that grass.
Why would it be clean?
Or it's like prickly. It's like, fuck that. I want to sit in moss. If something's going to bite me, it's going to bite me. I don't know. But yeah, it's just the worst. And I'd rather have clover and pretty things in my yard, personally. So.
Yeah, me too.
That's just, again, even if I don't eat it or whatever.
I want something I could eat, to be real.
Yeah.
Me too. Obviously, I would have just a giant vegetable garden, of course. I was like, now let's get real. Like, I would just have huge grow. Yeah, I would have giant.
If you're the lazy type, you don't have to.
I'm just saying, for the everyday person, just to be a better person and to give a shit about the world, like, and yourself and maintenance and health, like, just grow something easy. Like I said, thyme is easy, moss is easy, they're beautiful. So, clover's easy. Thyme, clover, and that kind of stuff. Or I like nasturtiums a lot, like flowers you can eat. I love those. I've had a really easy time with those on both coasts. I've had a really easy time with morning glories on both coasts, by the way. I think I have, because I'm so worldly, but I feel like I have this, like, kind of intel that it's like I have had a farm. I've grown up on a farm on the East Coast, and on my aunt's farm, which is organic. And I moved to a little place and grew my own farm and always had one in my backyard. So I know what grows on the East Coast really well. And I know what's native, and I know what is native out here. And I'm learning more all the time because I'm a transplant, but for like 30 years now. So it's not really, I don't know. I've lived more than half my life out here. So it's like, there's so many things that grow in California. It's just a given that you wouldn't have to have. It's like the easiest place not to have a lawn, right? And the smartest. But if you live anywhere where there's winter, there's still so many things. And one thing that I can't stress enough is if you do have leaves and stuff, like just let the fucking shit sit through the winter. It's free mulch. It'll be gone.
That's good dirt right
It'll
there,
be
yeah.
gone. It's magic. Like these people who fucking, and yeah, leaf blowing sucks. I know that people have to do it for a living, but that's because rich people don't want to do their own yard work. But like blowing it all off for no reason. It's like if you let everything sit, everything would grow so much better after the snow melt. The snow makes it fucking disappear too. And so when you rake up all those leaves, not only are you getting rid of free mulch, you're disrupting a lot of bees and other like critters that actually like hibernate or like procreate or live in that mulch. Like it's part of the forest ecosystem. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be there. So leave it there. And yeah, like I don't know why people had to make everything so hard. It's like, don't you want to have a life? Like get the fuck out of, like, do less yard work. Leave the leaves.
Yeah, it's the weirdest flex ever. It's like, oh, here's my flex. I have a lawn that doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. I'm going to blow the leaves into the road and then complain to the town that the road's dirty, and then they'll come pick them up.
Or like flood, like here sometimes the drains will get flooded with leaves, and then the water can't go
That's
down.
what leaf blowers are for.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, you know what? Gotcha. Because otherwise it's going to be some other weird vacuum sounding shit doing the sucking out of the fucking gutters, like you said. Like, or some other weird, awful thing's going to happen because all the leaves are in the drains. But like, just to clear out a rich person's fucking backyard because they don't want to like do it themselves is fucking stupid. Or because they don't want mulch.
It's wild. People will straight up buy mulch, but they won't make it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's weird.
And bag mulch smells just as bad as the leaves rotting in your yard. So, I mean...
Look, I grew up always... Like, again, I was a hippie. I was like, look, the minute I told my lazy-ass family they shouldn't actually pick up the leaves, they stopped. They were like, you're great. It doesn't even smell. It doesn't smell.
Smells like dirt. Yeah.
If they're all just all over the place, like they just kind of melt into the ground, honestly. Yeah. And then we did have a lot of grass, and it just came back up like hella lush. Yeah. And the moss would come back. And dude, the worst part about my house growing up is that, we had this backyard and we had this old oak tree that fell down, but the stump was there and it had all this shelf fungus growing, right? And my mom would always be like, oh, it's poison, don't touch it, right? And so we would break it up for fun and destroy it, and that just made all the spores grow even more, and so it just got bigger and bigger. That shit was chicken of the fucking woods, dude.
No way.
Man, people go nuts over that.
I was like so mad at my mother later. I was like, I know Google didn't exist, but like, oh my God, Mom, as poor people, we could have been selling that to like gourmet restaurants for like ridiculous amounts of money.
Wow.
Like when I tell you these shelves were ginormous. Like I used to take a wiffle ball bat and smash it. That's how big it was. We could have been eating it. Like I couldn't believe when I saw pictures of it, and it was like mostly grows on old dead oak wood fucking stumps and shit. And I was like, that's what we had in the backyard. And you know what's even creepier is like thrives when there's decay a lot, or like, and that's where I buried a lot of my dead little animal pets. I'd bury them in the stump, like a mausoleum.
Whoa.
And then it kept growing. It's like my dead hamsters kept making the mushrooms even bigger. I was like, well, there you go. So there's a little horticultural tip. If you have children and they kill a lot of your pets and you have an old oak stump in your backyard, They'll probably grow some delicious fungus because I sure did with my gerbils and my dead hamsters and like goldfish, which I always would put in the little rotted stump.
Yeah.
It was like a little funeral place for me because I also would grow like other stuff there. Because
shrine, yeah.
Yeah, everything grew around the stump really well because it was like rotten and it was really cool looking. And my parents were pretty cool. They were like, yeah, it is cool looking. And I was like, right? It was like the centerpiece. It used to be a tree and then it became like the centerpiece.
Did it smell weird?
No.
Wow.
Not really. Like sometimes on like a really hot day, maybe it was like a little bit, but not like terrible.
Interesting.
It was cool. Yeah.
That is really cool. I never had a stump in my backyard. I had an orange tree that I used to climb all the time. It was fun until the ants took it as their house, and then I couldn't climb on the tree without getting covered with like a lot of ants, so I stopped.
Yeah.
Fucking guys. But my dad never put pesticides on them to kill them or anything. He just let it go.
Yeah, gotta climb a different kind of tree.
We didn't have any other trees. I didn't climb for a while until I got to high school. Then I went to the park and climbed those trees.
Nice. We had a lot of stuff growing wild in Connecticut, and that was cool. We found like elderberries and blackberries and ferns, like I said, which are edible at some of them at some points in their life, and it's like oh my god,
Daghorn sumac.
Sumac.
Oh
Yeah,
sumac.
sumac, yeah.
I hear about that in Middle Eastern foods a lot.
Yeah.
We had wild sumac on our yard, which he loved. So anyway, and roses, which meant we had rose hips, which is also.
Oh yeah, rose tea we used to have all the time.
Yeah,
That's really good.
So anyway, I'm just saying those were the things that even just like came with the yard, you know.
Did you ever have bottle brush plants on the East Coast?
No, that doesn't.
They're kind of floppy trees and they have like red parts on them.
No.
That we definitely had everywhere, especially around
That's
our
more
school.
tropical.
Oh yeah.
Looks like this.
No.
Yeah, you can lick these and they taste like sugar. And you'd always
like honeysuckles.
you'd always see like hummingbirds eating them, and then in elementary school we'd lick them and they taste sweet like
Hell yeah.
like sugar. Or like there were these little yellow flowers that people used to pick out of the grass, which I don't know what they were, but you'd like suck on the stem and it tasted like sour. But everybody said not to do that because you didn't know what kind of chemicals were on the grass.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't
So
know
exactly, that's what we've been
ones
told
were.
is that all these things that are natural and that we used to eat and
they're sprayed.
they're so poison now, and it's like, well, who did that? Whose idea was that? You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, I used to when I first moved to San Jose, I used to walk around and like forage for stuff. Like I would get rosemary all over the place and oranges because there's a lot of orange trees out here, limes, lemons. Like it was pretty amazing the amount of like citrus that just grows on the streets here. You just pick it. Like if it's on the sidewalk, it's public property as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. It's pretty rad. That's for sure. Anyway, all these things and more are better than a fucking lawn.
Yeah. Don't listen to the boomers.
Yeah.
Definitely don't listen to the Europeans.
Yeah, please. Oh my God, they're the stupidest. And again, you don't need us to tell you to go and look at different cultures and see what they do and how some, you know, like I was talking about how I was watching this one video about like this Japanese style of having a, you know, property, a yard with like a small pond.
Cute.
And then having like this whole ecosystem that supports you and itself. Like you introduce like duckweed and like cattails and like certain things, especially like where it's native to you. And then you introduce actual ducks and stuff in like ducks into your pond that will like grow up there and stay there and lay eggs there. And like if you want to eat some of them, you can eat some of them. Or like you can grow tilapia, which is more of like a North American food that would be sustainable. Or there they grew like, I think like catfish or like carp or something to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And so here it's like it all lives in harmony, like, and you can eat a lot of the stuff you grow around it, and how it just made more sense to like have something that would sustain you as opposed and like sustain itself as opposed to just always fighting the land. It was really cool. There's a lot of things I'm leaving out. There's like a whole bunch of other. I mean, obviously you could grow bamboo, and young bamboo shoots are some of like the best foods ever, right? Like, I love that shit.
Those are the ones that I've only seen in cans, right? You like toss them into stir fries and stuff, but they're all like soft. Yeah,
I love that.
I've
shit.
never had them fresh. It would be interesting to try.
I've had them more like they're not exactly fresh, but like they're like in a package, and they're a little bit better. Like they're like a big piece of it, and you can cut it into like chunks, and it's more tender and stuff. It's really good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't had that. Sounds good.
It's really good. Anyway, so there's all kinds of stuff you can grow and eat, but I just really like the idea of living in harmony once again, as opposed to fighting your lawn constantly. It just seems stupid. Like, I see people with like these grass lawns now, and I'm just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Are you just dumb? And the answer might be
You have to like install an entire
you need brighter brain
irrigation
strips
system for it to work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. You really have to have like sprinklers and shit.
Yeah. Like that's like you have to like create a whole new climate.
Yeah.
For your yard to like sustain itself.
So dumb.
I think people are like kind of getting wise to the idea. At
They are.
least
People are.
around
I
here,
think
that
there's
it's
like
not
one
so
generation left that still
Yeah.
loves it, and unfortunately, they own most of the property. So.
Well, you know,
Not
it's
for
like
long.
all those history updates when it came to lawns were like every 100 years. So maybe like in the next, 50 years, we'll phase it out.
Yeah, I think that's.
I
how
think
it's gonna
so.
go. Yeah.
And if not by choice, but because all the data centers are sucking up all the water, so we won't
if
be able
not
to
by
have
choice, Mother will do it for us.
Exactly. Having a hard time understanding facts?
I'll be fine. I don't like vegetables, so I don't eat them. Carnivore diet.
You might die.
Do you fail to grasp science?
The vax is killing more people than the virus itself.
What? Where'd you get your numbers?
Has basic knowledge got you all confused?
It's flat because I can't see over them mountains when I'm standing on my car.
That's not evidence of anything. Ever.
Has superstition kept you in the dark ages?
Dolls are evil because they have a face, and only God can give things faces. Noodles cause autism.
Okay, just no.
Well, you're in luck. Stop embarrassing yourself daily in public with brighter brain strips. Just peel the protective film and stick the comfortable adhesive strip across your forehead at night and drift off to sleep, dreaming of waking up smarter than when you went to bed.
Feel less moronic in just a few mornings.
Our patented anti-misinformation solution is saturated in every brighter brain strip and sealed with an organic gluten-free glue that keeps it in place on your stupid, stupid head.
I no longer believe gingers are soulless.
My friends finally stopped laughing at me after I spoke. Thanks, brighter brain strips.
In just 2 weeks, I went from sports fan to museum member.
Increase your cognitive capabilities today.
Huh?
Sorry. Get real smart fast, get laid.
Ooh.
Brain bright strips may cause slight discoloration of forehead on particularly stubborn idiots. Use appropriate cover-up if this occurs. Some test subjects got super smart and realized they low-key hated all their old friends and shows and had to start a new life after using BBS. Not suitable for people planning on enjoying large-scale puzzles, drag races, or Chipotle. Stop using if you start to look like Brainiac and can start to warp space-time. If little to no effect is detected after 3 weeks, discontinue use and consult a physician to make sure you indeed have a brain to brighten. Do not use if currently possessed or lactating. Brain strips, holy shit, I can think now. Brain strips, brain strips.
So much more talking in my head.
Hey man, don't
No
have a
more
cow.
brain farts. Now I am smart.
SMRT, smarts. Thanks for listening to Science with the Blunt Letters. It's been our pleasure to spread our propaganda like you guys spread the seeds of grass across America.
That's right.
Like a propaganda of that lawn.
I'll propaganda that lawn. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck that shit. You guys know better. Look, no one here listening to our show falls into the demographic of the boomers. So all y'all youngsters out there, you know what to do. Ditch the lawn, get paid, grow some food. I mean, it's just the right thing to do. I feel like if they made an app, because there's a new app now that if you walk a bunch of steps, you get paid, right? It's almost like you bet on yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool. I would
It's
do
working.
that app.
It's working. So people are making fun of it, but I was like, yeah, that's cool. And so if it has to be, we should just make an app that motivates you to like get those loans. It's almost like we'll get the loan for you and we'll pay you $3,000 to replace your lawn, you know? It's like, but it's us just really like applying for these fucking rebates and then keeping 10%.
You get $2,800.
Exactly. I mean, it might not be a bad business model. Anything to encourage youngsters to do the right thing. So anyway, everyone listening out there, get that rebate, get paid, get rid of that lawn, get some free food, get some free herbs, get some free medicine, look into it. And
Take it one step further. Throw some wildflower seeds whenever you're taking a walk, like getting your $3 or whatever the app gives you. You could just wildflower bomb places too.
If you pick good flowers that are native to where you are, don't spread just random wildflower seeds you find at like Walmart, though. You have to be very specific because sometimes those are filled with things. Those will just be filled with all kinds of stuff sometimes, and that's not always the best. But yeah, wildflower bomb your neighborhoods. That sounds fun. And you can find us and all of our zines and our games that we make, like bingo cards and what are t-shirts? We have all kinds of stuff. We can you can find that on our store at thebluntletters.com. You can also find us on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and
Patreon. Check out our mail club.
There's so many things you can get mailed to you, given to you, PDFs. Yeah, check it out. The Patreon has so much shit. We have behind the scenes things for just like $3 a month. That's it. Like things you won't be able to see other places because they're either too dirty or weird or long or behind the scenes is shish. The mail club, the lowest is $5, but you get a mini zine, a sticker, exclusive only through us, plus extras mailed right to your door from us for just $5 a month. $10 gets you full size zine plus the other stuff, and then upwards you just get more and more things.
You just every month, it's not even like one time or whatever. It's every month you get something delivered to your door. You can get the $3 a month membership for the Blunt Letters.
I thought so. I thought it was like the pack a bowl.
That's exactly correct.
Just pack us a bowl once a month. $3. Help us out. So that we can bring you more cool content and maybe some live shows like I've been talking about forever. It's just we can't really get it together until you guys start supporting us. Sorry. It's just how it be.
Yeah, welcome to planet Earth.
Aren't we worth it? Anyway, thanks for listening. And we don't have a catchphrase. I forgot.
We don't have a catchphrase. Thanks for listening. We love you.
Thanks for listening. Science.
Bye.
Science is cool.
Woo, science.
I love science.
Fuck your grass.
Fuck grass. Everybody needs science. Where would we be without it? We'd have no cars, no guys, no clothes, no rubber dildos. No soaps, no mess, no pills, no internet porn. Think of all the life-saving surgery. The women solar-based energy. And all the video games you play. All the quotes from the TV segment. Every time you check the weather. Planes that contain every jet setter. Just hope AI doesn't take over. That would fucking suck.